deliver flowers the next day. Dude, but it was that big. It was like.
How do you like moving over there?
It's easy.
Yeah.
Simple. We only had 3 tables today, and we made like $37 on it.
Alright, so here's what's happening, guys.
Tip? $37 tip?
Yeah. That's clean.
That is $37 that you didn't have.
I know, right?
Yeah. So here's what's happening. I'm recording our conversation. This is Brandon's room at Edith's house before she leaves.
You're just like, oh no.
This is dedication episode to Edith. So yeah, all the times we never hung out together.
Yeah.
Those never.
Oh, but before this is over, we all got to get a picture together to remember this moment.
Okay. Picture.
Yeah.
Right now or like when
Later.
When it's over.
You were asking what my bat book is for, Brad.
Yeah, please explain to me, Brad.
I write quotes down that people say instead of tweeting them.
You write them down.
I write them down now, and it's funny because people say so many things, and I write it down so slow.
So like every time you call out someone, like
No, it's like, but that's smart though
Yeah.
because.
Okay, here's what happened. Oh yeah, go ahead.
No. Well, you were talking first. Go ahead.
I finished.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's true though because I used to have one and like I would carry it everywhere I went. Like because that's true though. People do like What do you do?
You get a lot of shit from people.
She's all shy now.
No. But it's like it's true though. I'm trying to find that number, that 301 number. Was it 3010744? Because I honestly don't. I don't know.
What?
We're trying to find who's.
Oh yeah. So on July 30th, Kevin says, "Man, I got gas on me." That's the quote I wrote down.
That's funny.
Okay, and then me, I didn't say this, but I just thought it because we went to the gas station and some old guy, just started washing our windows, and I wrote down and I was like, "Kevin, you need to lock your doors," and I was in the car.
Yeah, you said
But
it.
yeah, and then I was thinking like, old men window washers at gas stations scare me.
You said that out loud?
Yeah.
Just by yourself?
No, I thought it in my head.
Okay.
And then I said to Kevin, "Grow some balls." I don't know the explanation behind that. That's just what I wrote down. Kevin says, "Well, you know what's nice? I have a machete in my trunk." And I'm like, "Why do you have a machete in your trunk?" And he's like, "Well, I was gonna hang out with Pedro, and we were just going around and gonna go to the woods with machetes." And I'm like, "Why were you gonna go do that with machetes?" And then I was like, "Wait, Pedro's with you?" And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Never mind."
Yeah, that's true. That's so true.
You don't need an explanation when Pedro's around. And then Kevin said, "Cunt liquor." And then here's me, and then I didn't know how to spell lick when I was writing it down, and so while I'm writing it down, I wrote down after that because I said, how do you spell lick? And then I figured it out. And now
how'd you spell lick in there?
L-I-C-K.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Right. And then I put look at me walking in slow motion and quiet like.
I didn't do that.
And I was walking normal, and I said, "Look at me walking in slow motion, all quiet like."
Who'd you say this to?
I didn't write that down.
Oh, do you have the date?
Yeah, it was on July 30th.
Oh, this is all in one day.
Yeah.
Okay.
In this book, I have another one. Oh, I got a couple more.
Sweet.
And then I put me. I'm like a girl on the corner that nobody wants to pick up. Because we were all talking, and I was we couldn't decide on what we wanted to do, and then I don't remember what I said. I think I said me, because they're like, "What should we do?" And I was like, "Me," and then nobody said anything. And I was like, "Wow!" I was like, I think that's what it was or something. Then I was like, I'm like the girl on the corner that nobody wants to pick up. You know how like if you go to the store, you're like, "Ooh, I'm glad I'm not that person."
Yeah.
That's pretty much what I'm saying. Like I'm glad.
You're standing out the corner with all your groceries.
Yeah, pretty much. And then I don't ever want to like get married and be the husband that's embarrassed of his wife.
to go out in public with her, so you just stay at home all the time.
Like, honey, I sent you shopping for a reason, you know? And then you give me this minivan. And it's like, what, I fall in love with you all over again? It doesn't work like that. Put some 22s on it.
That's funny.
And then Pedro was talking about working out. I remember this one. And he's like, I took those illegal pills. And he said he got sick. And I was like, you took what? And he's like, I don't know, it was illegal. That's all I know. And I was like,
I know, right? He probably woke up in his bathroom butt naked on the toilet.
but he did it to get buff.
No, but he didn't know what they were, right?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
He just said they were illegal.
Yeah, he just said they were illegal.
Look at my hand. Sorry, don't cut you off.
What color are they?
I freaking had a
What?
fight
Let me
with
see.
my mirror. Look,
What'd you do?
I freaking hit my mirror.
You hit your mirror.
Well, it hit.
Oh, you got stitches?
Yeah.
Oh, guess what? I got shot like 2 feet away. It's healing pretty good now.
Who'd you get shot by?
This kid I don't like.
He shot you seriously? With like a BB gun or what?
Oh, paintball gun. We're like me to Brad. And you know our paintball rule? We have paintball.
Were you with Ray at that time? When that
No,
happened?
this was just last weekend.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, you thought this was a scar?
Yeah.
No, this is a scab. It was much worse. I couldn't move it for like a day. It almost looks like I put makeup on it though.
Yeah.
Like it does. Battle scars.
Yeah.
Well, I should make a TV show like rip off of Battlestar Galactica and call it Battle Scars
I heal really fast.
Galactica.
That's good.
Dude, how'd you hit
What do you
Why
take?
did you hit her?
What do you take to heal so fast?
I don't take anything.
Oh.
Nothing. They gave me hydrocodones for it though. 500s.
Oh.
So that was cool.
Yeah, that was fine after that.
They don't have like 200s, 300s, 550s?
They might, but they just gave me 500.
7,000s?
They're like these big white pills. They're really good. But
Oh.
anyways, it was either that or my boyfriend's face, and I just rather do it to the mirror.
Ooh,
So I'm
you
trying
should
to be
have
a
done.
better
Oh, you know what? You should
person.
put the mirror.
You try to be a better person, so you punch a mirror.
You should have put the
I
mirror.
didn't know I was gonna go through it. I thought it was plexiglass. And then when it broke, I was like, oh
A
shit,
mirror?
this
You
is
thought a mirror was plexiglass?
Yeah, because my little niece, she was bending it. In my room, it's like this, because I'm in the attic, so it's like this.
It's
And
curved?
so,
Or is it pointed?
it's pointed.
Oh, my room's like that too, huh?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So I had the mirror against the wall, and she was bending it. So I thought it was plexiglass because it didn't break. So then when I punched it, when I was mad and it broke, I was like, oh shit.
Don't punch it again, huh?
Yeah, I learned my
Nope,
lesson.
nope.
I learned my lesson. My
Damn.
hands are ugly now.
Dude, I'd rather punch a wall than a mirror.
Why? Have you
Yeah,
not
me
seen
too,
what?
though.
Remember what
Yeah.
Mike did?
Yeah.
He went to headbutt a wall. Do you not watch your Jersey Shore?
Yeah.
We watched it together.
Yeah. We had Jersey. Dude, that episode was so dumb. He's just like, ugh.
And then
just
in
gets
the
knocked out.
previous, they made it seem like
They fought, like,
yeah,
you guys had
he
to
did
be
that.
Extreme.
Yeah, they made it seem.
But it was really like this big of an X.
Yeah.
Not too big one.
It was like
It was a small one.
vagina.
Vagina.
Pinkies.
Your mind's thinking like.
Yeah. And so on back to my quote book, my bat book here.
Your pet movie. I like that shit.
Green Street Hooligans. Yeah. Green Street Hooligans. I was hanging out with Chico.
Really?
Yeah, he lives like down the street from me, and we came over and played Madden, and I beat him, of course. Anyways, life goes on.
Just had to throw that out there.
Yeah.
Beat his ass.
Yep.
Chico. There you go.
So he told me to look up this movie, and we didn't know how to spell hooligans, so it says hoolings.
Cooling.
Hoolings.
Yeah.
No.
Spell check it.
Hoolings.
Have you ever figured out?
You can't spell check on paper.
Oh well, yeah. Your cell phone.
Oh, that's not mine. That's your cell phone.
Of course, it's my cell phone.
Well, you looked at it and pointed to it, and I was like,
Cell phone.
oh, that's not mine. I don't even. Mine's right here.
And it doesn't spell check for you, like.
It does, but I didn't. We were playing
Rather
Madden.
Oh, I get it.
We couldn't. We didn't have time to type. We had time out of our game to write it down. That's about it. And then people didn't understand the ratings for poker chips, like what each chip is worth.
So you wrote it down.
I wrote it down after everybody understood. Just so if we're an hour in, they're like, how much is black worth? And you're like, come on, really?
Yeah. So did you ever figure out how to spell hooligans?
No.
Okay.
Because they never crossed my mind until now.
Yeah.
I do
Well, should we figure it out or?
We'll do that later.
Okay.
And then we'll skip forward to August 3rd and 4th. And then I said, today is the 3rd of April. When I was writing the date, and I was like, wait, it's August. So I wrote that
What did you think of that day?
down. What?
What would you think about that day?
The 3rd of April?
Yeah.
I had just gotten back from Minneapolis.
Okay.
Because I went to see MNDR on April 2nd.
Okay.
And then,
Oh, so that's why it came to your mind.
don't even get me started. And then on April 4th,
Oh.
no, April 5th, I went to see Winter Gordon and Dev. Dev's not that hot.
Really?
She's too skinny.
She's skinny, yeah.
No, she looks anorexic.
Yeah, girls like that are not
Really?
they're not
Yeah.
pretty.
Winter Gordon's big.
I like the
Huh?
Winter Gordon's big. Like
Babe.
thick? A babe. Oh.
Babe. She's tiny. Like, she's smaller than you. Like, she's black. A black small chick. What?
Just had it.
Oh no.
Emphasize
I had
black.
a girlfriend, she was like skin black. and
What?
She was just smaller than her.
Did she have a
No,
big
these
butt?
white girls.
Yeah, actually. I would say so.
Well, I don't know.
For her
You were checking
size.
her out. I know you were checking her out the whole time you were there.
I got it on video. You can be the judge of that. Oh, yeah. One of my
She was wearing
videos ended up
spandex.
on her website.
Yeah.
Yeah, I showed that to you. Like, her actual website. I was like, I did that. I was like, that was me. I recorded it. Nobody cares, though. Nobody knows. Just.
She did. But just had to throw it out there.
Yep.
Yeah, I did that.
I did do that. We were. Kevin's all like. Kevin thought we were gonna bet real money in poker, and I laughed at him.
Kevin.
And then
Kevin has the money to bet.
yeah, and I was like, Kevin, all I have is debit. I was like,
Yeah, if you
it's
don't accept it,
2012.
okay.
Who has cash nowadays?
That's true. I do.
Yeah.
You even got a card.
I just got
told
one.
Kevin about that. I told Kevin, I was like, Kevin, Brad got a debit card. He's like,
I know.
he's like, he's just sat down, looked around. He's like, what? Like,
dude, I said I'd never
that's
get
the
a card.
best. Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck
I'm
that.
never gonna get a debit
I
card.
don't got a debit card.
You don't?
I carry my cash.
Do you
Bad
have,
idea.
do you have a credit
Bad
card?
idea.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people say. They're like, why don't you get a credit card or a debit card? People are
No.
gonna jack you.
Don't carry your
But-
cash. Get coins. Nobody wants to steal coins.
Get caught.
Seriously.
Plus they hear when you throw them.
Nobody takes coins anymore.
No.
Mm-mm. Anyways, but we're
The natives do at Sam.
they what?
They do. They take coins. They'll come up to, do you have a couple of change? I just got kicked
I
out of
had
my
a
house.
homeless guy when I was
And
at
it's just like,
Walgreens.
come on, don't lie to me.
When I went to Walgreens, because I went to
Wearing
Redbox,
better shit than
'cause
I
I was
was.
bored.
Yeah.
I went to Walgreens. This homeless guy comes up and he's like, "Do you got some money I could get from you at all?" And I'm like, I pull out my pocket. And all I got is like 8 cents. And then he's like, "Oh, never mind. I don't want that." And I'm just like, "Oh, man, you're the one that
What?
asked. 8 cents is 8 cents.
Yeah.
All I said is I got it. If he would have been like, "Okay, that's fine. Well, that's mine." What I would have said.
You've been the biggest smartass.
I mean, and I was like, "No, all I got is my card."
That's what I would say.
I wouldn't say if you learn not to say anything. When I went
And
to
then I
Vegas,
feel bad because then I'm
you don't say.
lying.
Why?
And then I'm like, because I do have money, but then I know that they're lying to me too. So then
But is it your duty to take care of them?
Yeah, you're right. But you know what? There could be an angel or something. You know what I mean? I believe in stuff like that. Like if you help somebody out,
Karma.
yeah, in the long run.
I don't know. This one time I was sitting at McDonald's right over here on Hamilton, and this dude came up to me, and I was just drinking my drink, you know, mind my own business. This random dude came up, "You got any spare change?" And I'm like, there's money sitting on my lap, and I'm like, I got $1. Here you go. God bless you. So I guess
He
God
would have
bless
bought a
you.
40 with that.
Yeah, probably.
No, you blessed them with $1. That's what
Blessed
happened.
him. And he blessed me with God, though, so.
Feel better.
Oh, yeah.
Help me
God-
sleep at night.
Yep.
I sleep fine no matter what. Like when people ask me where was I when Osama died, nobody's asked me it yet. But when
Hey, Brandon, where were you when Osama died?
yeah, I was at home and I was sleeping. See, I mean important things.
I think I was on the toilet.
Where was I when
I was taking
Obama
a dump
got
at work.
elected?
Smoking a blunt?
No, I was hanging out with some friends.
I don't
And
know.
I called like Pizza Hut, Blockbuster, asked people who they voted for, just randomly.
You just
Like,
did that?
Yeah, it's when I hung out with David. We called Pizza Hut, and I was like, "Hey," I was like, "Who'd you vote for?" And this one lady's like, "Don't you think that's personal? That's private." And it's like,
Oh, jeez.
I'm like, who cares? Either she's mad that she lost because John McCain deserved to win, and she just felt some other way, and on top of that, she had to work at Blockbuster
Yeah.
or Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut.
While Obama's president now.
I don't really care. I'm never gonna vote.
She's probably white.
Like,
I mean, you guys gotta give Obama some, like...
Oh no, I'm not.
I don't give anything to anybody because honestly, I don't care.
Yeah, neither do I.
If
I'm
I
not
was
trashing
rich,
him
if I was rich,
Yeah, I'm
It's just-
I
I
feel
would
bad for
waste
him.
all my money every time election came close. Like, you know how you see those ads, vote for this, vote for that?
Mhm.
I'd be the guy that says, don't vote.
Don't vote.
The don't vote ad, I'll be
Yeah.
like, do you want to see two grown men fight like teenagers? Then vote. Until
Yeah.
then, just be a bystander.
They do it in such a adult way.
And it's considered
Professional.
class.
Yes.
It's
And
classy.
it's classy. It's classy.
Mitt Romney has lost 3,000 jobs in
This is
2 months.
I approve this message.
It's like they're talking shit so much, but
Yeah.
like so professionally. It's funny.
The Farmers Corporation of
that's
America
about
approves.
That's
government,
politics,
That's
though.
politics,
That's-
though. That's debating.
That's
you know?
funny. It's just,
I like to.
Yeah.
it just depends.
Yeah.
It just depends. I like to debate too.
Oh.
Yeah, dude, I would win. Like,
It depends-
I love
depends
government
on
class.
others.
I loved it. And it
Yeah.
was fun.
I bet.
It
I
was
like
really
speech.
Speech.
fun. I like economics.
That's it. You
That's
just,
it.
like, you just like getting up and talking in front of
Yeah,
everybody.
I like that.
I liked any class where I could say whatever I wanted.
And that was
Yeah.
speech. I had Mrs. What's her name? Forgot her name.
John.
Johnson. I had Miss
I
Johnson.
didn't take speech.
The only class I could ever say what I wanted was college writing. Because I wrote so many of my random ideas that I have. Like, I would write down my dreams. And I had this dream one time, like, where I was standing on a corner, and I still remember this. I remember writing it. I got like an A. And if I would have wrote that in high school, I would have got an F.
Yeah.
And I didn't have no punctuation or nothing. I sucked. It was just, I sucked.
You just did it though.
Yeah, and I wrote like 2 pages of me standing on a corner underneath a tree, jumping like, you know, like a little kid, you know. Jumping.
Yeah.
And then there was this koala.
I know
You
this
know
one.
how good it is.
I know this
I
one.
want to hear this.
But there was this koala there, and then all of a sudden it looked at me, and then I just like I froze and I was paralyzed, and I was like midair. Next thing you know, I passed out, right? And then I wake up, and all of a sudden I'm in like an autopsy room,
Oh, fuck.
and then like everybody's doing like they're doing autopsy stuff to me and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Shit.
And I'm still alive and I can feel it, but I can't do nothing. I can't respond. And all of a sudden, you know, I'm like, you know, guts everywhere and everything. And then I start to cry. And then that's when they realize I'm alive. By then, I already die. And then when I die, when I'm going to my place of after death stuff, the koala's there laughing at me.
What the fuck?
That's great.
And I got an A on that. That's pretty cool stuff right there, huh?
Yeah.
That is a really.
That was a dream.
it was well wrote though.
That was a dream.
No,
Well,
that's
like the way you like explained
Oh,
yourself
yeah, that was
in
a dream.
writing though.
That was a dream.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying, like the way you explain yourself in writing, I bet it's that good.
Oh,
It's
it was,
crazy that
that-
you remember it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
It's
say.
hard to pay attention to your
Are
dreams.
you serious?
I can't pay attention. They say when you
I
don't
write down
remember.
my dreams.
I don't know. I have too many at once. Like I don't.
Yeah,
And that's
it all switches up.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, I write down my dreams. I love to write down my dreams.
I should. Damn it.
So you
I
feel, like,
remember
independent of
having this one
different-
dream of the end of the world, and that's only because I'm scared of it. And I
Yeah.
had a dream that there was a horn blowing
Zombie
in my
apocalypse.
dream. And I woke up. I ended up waking up from the dream, and I told my grandma about it. It sounded like a horn, and she said that in the Bible it says when the world comes to an end, that he blows his horn for all his angels to go with him. And I'm just sitting there like, oh my gosh.
Alright, so
Yeah, that's crazy.
I knew nothing about that.
alright, so I'll read some of my dreams that I just had earlier this week.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I write them down, and this isn't one night. This is a series of dreams. So I'm sitting in my room. All of a sudden, like my mouth, like just it feels funny. Like you know how like if you go to the dentist and it's numb, but you know it's painful numb.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're like,
Yeah.
that feels funny.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
like hit yourself and it's
Yeah.
kind of like.
Yeah. Yeah. It just
But like,
flops.
and then, like, if you're numb, if your mouth is numb, they always say, "Oh, don't bite your tongue" or whatever. Well, I thought I bit my tongue, and then I realized like I'm bleeding, so I run to my sink, and I spit all this blood, and I start moving my tongue around my mouth, and all of a sudden I feel something small and hard, and I realize it's like one of my teeth. So I take my finger and I grab out my tooth, and I'm like, "Oh my God, my tooth!" Then every time I move my tongue, another tooth comes out until
shit.
eventually,
I've had
like,
dreams like that.
I don't have any more teeth, and like I just begin to sit on the ground. I'm still bleeding, and then I cried hysterically, and then like that's the end of my dream.
I had a dream like that. You know what that means in a book? It says it means you're guilty about something.
I got a lot of guilt.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's
God.
what that means.
I don't know. I don't really care. I think it's funny. I think it'd be cool.
It's scary. I've had a dream.
I think I had that dream because I read a comic book that something similar to that happened.
You know what that means? It means death in your family.
It means death in your family?
Yeah, when the teeth fall means.
I thought it meant freaking guilt.
Well, they didn't get pulled. They just fell out. And also
Yeah,
it reminded me of an episode of Always Sunny in
death.
Philadelphia.
It means death.
Because
Yes.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia reminded me of that episode. Because
Google it.
there's a part where Mac and Charlie try to kill themselves, and Charlie can just pull out his teeth like no.
Really?
And he's just like, oh. And he can just pull it out. And he's like, dude, I don't think that's good. Like, he's like, oh, no, it's fine.
That'll be alright.
Alright. And then there's this other dream I drove for like what felt like days because of some girl or something. I didn't know who the girl was really or whatever. Just that like I love this girl and this girl loves me, you know, like that was in my head. And she asked me to go somewhere and meet her or whatever. So I go there and I felt like when I was driving forever. And then when I get there, there's like 7 other dudes there besides me.
Oh shit.
Next thing you know, everybody looks around. We're all like, we realize we're all confused that we're all there for the same reason. Next thing you know, we just begin to fight, do whatever. I'm on the ground, don't remember anything, and then I can't barely breathe. I'm hurt, and I'm just like, oh, I got beat up, as if like I got raped, but in a fight. Yeah, and
You just got
Did you just
fucked
say
up.
he got raped in the spot?
No, it's like he got raped. Like he got raped, but in a fight.
with quotations.
But not
And then
literally.
like, you know, everybody's like,
Oh, I get it.
everybody else is like coughing, you know, bleeding, screaming, like, pain.
Yeah.
And then the girl walks up, stares at all of us, and just laughs. And like, she gets like dancing and laughing. Like, we all lost and she had her way with us.
But that's it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What the fuck?
That's awesome though, right? This was all in one day. And then,
It's all in one day.
Sleep and that's all you do?
huh?
You like work, sleep, and that's all you do?
Work and sleep?
Yeah.
No. I hang out with some people, I talk a lot, and I think to myself. And
Do you
then
have
I
a
write
baby?
stuff down.
Do you have a baby?
No. Not that I know of.
You had a
I like that.
baby.
Not that
Who,
I know
me?
of.
Yeah.
I'm not responsible.
Oh, you're not?
I don't give out my first and last name.
Is that sarcasm? Are you being serious?
Ask him.
I'm not in this.
I'm not in this.
It's a little bit of both. It depends on the day. Honest, yep.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't have a kid though.
No.
But I know him.
You know, person with it, yeah. No.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, no. I had some shit earlier. No.
Oh yeah. This city is 4 times bigger than Sioux City.
It's like 4 times Sioux City.
Yeah.
That's what I said. He was like,
You just gave me shit
I
about
wasn't doing. I didn't say anything. I just thought it
Yeah,
was
like,
funny.
how big?
Yeah.
What
I
is
just
his
thought it was
palm
funny.
I was like, maybe like 4 times Sioux City. He starts laughing.
Yeah. I don't know. It was just you hadn't been here
Yeah, I
once,
guess I
and then
had
you
to
wouldn't
go
understood.
there.
I was
The
sitting right
laughing
there.
away.
Yeah.
Brad was sitting there. She was sitting more over there. Michael was sitting
There.
this area.
Around there.
From like anywhere from like here to here. Not well short. Like from
Yeah,
here
he's
to here.
skinnier than that.
Like yeah. So my third and final dream that night was there was this little girl. I didn't know who she was. She was like 10 or 11, whatever. Just a little girl, right? every night she hears like these loud screams, whatever. This is all the same night, anyways. And
This is all the same dream.
no, different dream, same night. I wake up a lot.
Damn. Yeah, I wake up a lot too.
Okay,
I wake up like 4 times in the
I
night.
understand.
Do you ever wake up at the same times?
Like every night.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
or
around
like
the
it's
same
like
time.
for like 3 nights in a row you wake up at 4 o'clock and you're like, oh, why do I always wake up at 4 o'clock?
Yeah.
And you're just like, every time you wake up at 4 o'clock, you have to pee or something. Like,
Yeah.
Or like you
I
wake
get
up at
water.
3:25
Drink
and you're
water.
like, I need that water.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that is a lot.
You sleep. That's all you do. Like you just sleep, and then if you have to wake up,
Just don't
you're like
wake
the
me up.
kid that doesn't get candy at the store, and you're just mad about it.
Dude, it's because I didn't get my sleep. You don't wake me up. I'm good if you don't wake me up. If I wake up my own, I'm good. I'm happy. But if you wake me up,
If you wake him up, you
Get
better
up.
bring a box of tampons. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Yep.
blood
But-
everywhere.
Yeah. But the little girl, she always hears the screams or whatever, and she knows like she's scared, like deep down or whatever. And one night she keeps her in it. She just gathers up the courage to go like, okay, I want to see what this is. I want to look into it, figure it out, right? She figures it out, and she realizes the screams are coming from her grandpa's room. Well, she peeks into her grandpa's room, like and she hears like him mumbling and speaking, and then there's this like strange blue like light orb thing that he's talking to, and then all of a sudden they're there for a little while and they're doing it, and she's just like she's just like, oh my god, like what is this, like what, like this isn't what I anticipated
what the
to be
fuck?
behind the door at all, like
Yeah.
almost like disappointment but still scared and just like what,
And
all of a sudden
curious.
like you know how like old people can get those really creepy smiles because they just have so many wrinkles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like the
Their
receding hairline. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not when you're in your 30s, you get it up here, like to the middle of your head. No, when you're old, it goes to your neck, like, and then it just stays behind the ear. You're a girl, you're not gonna bald
Maybe.
unless you get cancer.
Yeah. That would suck.
Not really. What's wrong with cancer?
I'm dying.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
I'm dying.
We're all dying.
Yeah.
But we're living too.
For all
so-
you know, I could have like an STD or something.
Oh gosh. No. I would rather not.
What the fuck?
It's just
You want to hear a scary story? It's called AIDS.
AIDS. Yeah, that is a scary story.
Yeah.
And it's going around. It is. It's scary.
But anyway, she sees a girl, glowing light, old-faced grandpa, whatever, looks at her with this creepy little smile, just like, haha, and all of a sudden the door slams shut, and she's on the other side of the door, and all she can hear is laughing. That was it.
That was it. You didn't get the rest of it.
No.
Damn.
That you never know, you never remember how it starts or how it ends all the time.
Yeah, you don't.
Or what
You should
pisses
have
me
made a
off is
Yeah.
like when you go back to sleep to try to continue a dream, and then
It's
you keep
complete-
getting bugged, and then it's just like you can't go back to
Yeah.
it no more.
Yeah.
There's no going back to it.
Like you want to go back, you want to just fall back asleep and have the same one, but it's completely different.
Yeah.
And then it's just like you wake up like,
Yeah, but you're just
Yeah,
like, fuck.
She
Yeah.
didn't hit you up?
no.
No, I had a dream like that too. I was dreaming about this girl, and she was just too picture perfect. You get me? Like, and I was just that moment in time.
She was Barbie.
Yeah, like she was just like
6 foot.
But you get just everything, like everything you want in a female, like for.
She's blushing.
I know, because she was so pretty. Like, but it's crazy that
White, black,
10.
tan, undecided. What race? Undecided.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's medium. I don't
She's that category, like what ethnicity are you when you
Yeah,
go on
like, she was
application?
just-
She's the other.
I just remember. Yeah, she's that other. Yeah, it's a mystery. I don't know.
Mystery M&Ms.
Yeah, I know. It's just chocolate, whatever, different colors. It's all chocolate, dude.
Yeah, anyways, continue. I'm sorry.
Yeah, commercial. It's like, oh, that's kind of party. Okay.
The sexy unknown.
Yeah, it's like that kind of party. I'm
And then
sexy,
everybody
I'm
thinks that
not
she's
knowing. It's like that.
And you never win. When you get a pack of like M&Ms and then you're like, oh,
And they're all brown and they're only supposed to be yellow ones and stuff. You can majority of the brown ones.
Yeah,
Go make
it's
up
always the
time
brown
around.
ones, dude. It's always the
Yeah.
brown ones. Well, how did
But
this?
I was just in that dream, like it just felt surreal, and
Nothing. Go on.
go.
Nothing. Go on. We're just like, how the fuck?
I'm gonna tell you it's too long, guys. It's time for me to go to bed.
Keep going.
Keep going.
No,
The girl.
Screw you guys.
Oh,
What
my-
No, we didn't do shit. You're the one that said what to us.
Drama.
No, I was just like. I
Why
don't know.
don't you dream?
What happened? What happened? You
Yeah.
see the girl, she's a babe. Was she blonde or brown hair?
No,
She was tan. Just
no, but I'm not talking about the girl. She was just picture perfect. And
Oh,
the thing is, like, I wanted to go back to sleep. You get me? But I couldn't. Like, you fall asleep again and you fucking dream about something else.
Yeah.
That was the whole point. Yes, yeah.
I get it. I got the point.
But when you were awake, you just fantasized about the dream you just
Yeah,
had.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I was like, I need to go back to sleep, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I just want to go back to sleep. Like, fucking give me some ZQL or something, like, just let me go, you know?
They have
Like-
NyQuil.
That's ZQL. It's called ZQL.
Is it like, what is that?
It's exactly
Oh, like, 'cause you see
NyQuil.
Z's when you're sleeping.
Yeah, it's ZQL. It's like
Is
a
this the
purple
last
bottle.
thing you do before you go to bed? And Z is the last letter of the alphabet.
Ooh.
I know,
Oh.
right? It's weird.
You know, that should be like their motto. That wouldn't make any sense if you see
You have a lot of
commercial.
toilet paper.
That's Brad's.
It's
Oh.
just Brad.
Oh.
Everywhere he goes, he takes a ton of crap with him.
Yep.
You
Yep.
need something to clean that crap up
Yeah.
with. It's Cottonelle. I remember last year they had the Respect the Roll campaign. If you got a Cottonelle thing, you take a picture of your proof of purchase little thing, the barcode or whatever,
Yeah.
upload it to their website, fill out your address, they send you a toilet roll, a little protector thing. All it is like a tin can thing,
Yeah.
but they have different colors to
I
match your
seen
bathroom.
that.
Match the design of your
Brandon,
bathroom.
you would know this.
Awesome.
You did.
I would know
You
that.
did it. You did
Yeah,
it. Huh?
you would.
I
Did
did
you
do
do
it.
it? You did.
And it was
Do you still
respecttheroll.org.
have
I do not know what happened to it.
You-
But the point is, I took the time out of my day. I went to the store ever since I heard of that. I bought Cottonelle, and that was the last time I bought toilet paper. And I respected the roll, and guess what? I got a cover for it, and never got the chance to use it.
You respected the role.
Yep. But let me go back to my quote that originally started this whole side track of conversations over there. So we were playing poker, and Kevin brought $20, and then I said, if you got a 20, because he's like, I got $20, wait in front of somebody's Pedro's face. I was like, if you got a 20, make him suck your dick. Like, and I was like, yeah, dick. And then Kevin's just like, I hope you're good at sucking dick.
You turned to Pedro and said that?
Yeah. And then I said Angel. I said Angel. What do you do if you got a 20? And then he's like, make him suck my dick. So if you got a 20, make that man suck your dick.
Sorry, Brandon, I don't have 20 for you.
Yeah, I don't have it.
I don't have a toilet.
I got hundreds.
I got hundreds. Dude, that's a good idea that you write down your dreams. Usually, I remember it that day until the afternoon. Then my mind would be going about reality.
I'm starting a
When you
fiction,
make a
a
visual.
fictional autobiography novel about myself. I'm not really, but wouldn't that be kind of tricky? A fictional autobiography about myself.
It's like dreams.
It's like, no, it'd be a story about my life that is pure fiction, but it's about my life because it's an autobiography.
Yeah.
So it's everything
what?
that contradicts
Wow.
itself, so it couldn't happen.
Well,
Why
no,
not?
why?
That's a good idea though.
Hey, everything
Well-
everything cancels its.
I know that. It's just like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
It all
everything
cancels
cancels
itself
it. Yeah.
out. Yeah. Or like when you see those ghost movies and they said based on a true story, and you're like, oh my god, I never had any experience close to this. I don't know anybody that ever has. And if they tell me they had one, I don't
Yeah.
believe them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what about like well, maybe not fiction, but like anime and not anime, but cartoon. But like your way of seeing your dreams, maybe a movie, but like something like study your own character. You know, like something like
It'd
that.
be like Inception.
Yeah. Something.
How did you?
It was good. I didn't like it.
I know. Everybody just stopped and looked at me. I honestly didn't. I don't know. I don't know
Why? Wait. Is it because you didn't get it?
No, I got it. I got it. I just like
the whole thought of the movie. Yeah, I know.
I don't know. It's just
The whole
not
thought of
my
the movie is
Cool.
It's like third, like
I mean,
the
I
only thing I liked
guess.
about it was because it was
Because-
about dreams.
well, dude.
Like
It
it's
just
going, like changing, like it's
the whole
right-
point is just like one idea could change.
everything.
I remember
about what you think
I
about
was in
everything.
California, and
Yeah.
I went there. I after I seen it, I called and was like, dude, I just saw Inception. Oh my god, it was amazing.
Yeah. This guy was just fucking
I
going
seen
on
it.
and on.
I
and
seen
on
it the
about
day it came out, and I told him to go see it. And you did see it.
Yeah, I seen it like the next week or something.
Yeah, after I told him about it, and I was just like,
Because, dude, he's never really excited about movies. Like, and he watches a lot, dude. Like, a lot.
I only get excited for stuff that's important.
And, dude, this shit.
Yeah.
And I seen it in theaters, and I was just like, oh, I wanted to see it so bad. And nobody with me wanted to see it, so I paid for everybody with me. I was only with like 2 other people, so it's not, you know.
big baller.
Yeah, when you go to California and a movie's $13 each,
Oh, yeah,
that's a
I
big
get
baller
you.
right
That
there.
is a big baller.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like $40.
yeah,
That
that's,
is funny, but
and not only did I do that, I bought drinks,
Oh, fuck. You
popcorn,
spent a bill.
and then I was so into the movie that I even forgot that I had any of the stuff. And I watched it, and I was just like, everybody was like, "That movie was so dumb. It's boring. I didn't understand it."
it's not that hard
It's
to
like,
not understand it.
what,
You just gotta
and
pay
then when they're in
attention.
the hotel, and then Joseph Gordon-Levitt,
Sure.
Leonardo DiCaprio's sidekick,
Yeah.
the guy with the nice hair.
Okay.
He was in 10 Things I Hate About You.
Dude, I don't
Ten
want.
things I hate about you.
Nobody.
I know that
I've
movie,
seen it,
but he's in there.
Yeah, he's the guy that dates the younger sister.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
There you go.
yeah.
There you go. Okay,
Yeah.
I remember.
High
He's
five.
young. He
High
has
five.
a baby face.
Yeah.
He's the-
Oh, okay. He wears when he's in the hotel. He wears a suit and
Yeah.
thing.
Yep.
Okay, I know. Okay.
Nice
Yeah.
hair.
He's also going to be in it's called Looper. Looper. It has Bruce Willis. And
What is
where,
that
like, if they want somebody to die, they send him back in time, and he's the guy that has to kill them. And so he's waiting at the portal, waiting to shoot him, and then when he realizes it's his future self that he has to kill.
So it's like.
So his
kinda like one-
past self kills his future self. And
So his past self kills his future self.
that's the goal of the movie, but Bruce Willis is his future self.
Yeah.
It's gonna be.
Oh, dude, that sounds tripped out. That
And then,
sounds
so the
pretty
whole
good.
movie's about them fighting each other. So really, he's in this epic battle with
So-
himself, and he's getting paid to be his own hitman. So is that ruled a
just
suicide?
I think I saw that. I've seen that.
It's a preview.
Is it homicide, suicide, or what?
It's a timicide.
The time aside.
Time travel, homicide, suicide.
Ooh, that sounds intense.
It's a timicide.
What's that?
TM. That's mine.
Brandon, you should write a book about your dreams.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't know how you said it. Not exactly,
Fictional autobiography.
but not exactly
Not
that.
exactly. Yeah.
But not
A
exactly.
science fiction autobiography
There you
novel.
go.
I don't know.
Why you have to just put novel in there? Don't
Yeah, you have to throw that.
A
No.
science fiction autobiography short story novel.
Just get ridiculous.
and then it'll say like ... with pictures, and then I'll have my own section at the Barnes and Noble. And then like if you go on your like Kindles or you're like, what is this? This isn't even under other. It doesn't fit under other. It's its own section.
Just as Brandon.
And then it's only gonna be and it's not even gonna say written by Brandon. It's gonna have my pen name, Freddie Stitch.
Why is that your pen name?
Oh, because I watch. Have you ever seen Parks and Recreation?
No.
Anybody?
No.
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 Oh my God! Well, Chris Pratt. Do you know who Anna Faris is? Have you ever seen Scary Movie?
Yeah.
The blonde girl in Scary Movie that's the main character.
Yeah.
Anna Faris is Chris Pratt's wife. Okay.
Okay.
They're married, right? He plays Andy Dwyer in Parks and Rec. Well, he has this alter ego because he thinks that his girlfriend is like, well, why don't you just do whatever you want to do? Like, make your dreams come real. So he goes and buys this cheap FBI jacket, women's sunglasses, and he comes up with his other
Sound like
character
you
of
said
himself.
ejaculate.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know because I'm trying not to laugh when I think about it because it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
And he comes up with his name, Burt Macklin. So he has lady sunglasses, FBI blue jacket, and he's always like, Burt Macklin, FBI on the case. They're like, and he doesn't do anything, but it's just funny. Well, NBC, on their website on NBC, they came out with a Burt Macklin FBI name generator. They answer these questions and everything like that, and then it gives you your name. Well, my detective name in the FBI would be Freddie Stitch. Like, how cool would that be to get arrested by a guy named Freddie Stitch? Who arrested you? Oh, it was that Freddie Stitch guy. Oh, Stitch? Yeah, he got me too. He nailed me pretty good.
He nailed me pretty good.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah, nailed in past tense too.
Yeah.
That is something else.
But it's funny.
Do
And
you have an alter
and then,
ego?
like,
Do you have an alter ego?
No, I
Somebody
don't.
else do you?
I have like 7.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my Facebook's one. My Facebook birthday's on January 1st every year. So every time it says it's my birthday, that means it's my Facebook birthday. Twitter, February 2nd. MySpace, I don't even remember that.
Do you have one?
What?
An alter ego?
No.
Why not?
You know what? I think I do.
Do you ever look in the mirror and
Only when
pretend
I'm
that you were somebody else, or you try to act like somebody else? Just for that 1
I
second.
have a British accent.
That's your alter ego.
Yeah, that's my alter ego.
Even if you did it once or twice, or never did it when you thought about it, but you just were too scared to do it, that's your alter ego.
Yeah.
Name
But
it.
what if you never? What if you didn't do it?
You thought about it.
But you didn't do it though.
You don't have to
You
do
don't
it to
have-
have
you
an
don't
alter
have to
ego.
do it.
It's in
Well,
your
I
mind.
have, no, then
Yeah.
I have a lot. A lot.
Exactly. She knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Then I
If
have
you're
a
arguing
lot.
with yourself over your alter ego, I don't know what to tell you. I have never done that.
Yeah, dude, because that's you all the time. Like that's that's I don't know. Because I'm alone.
If
by
you have to
myself a
argue
lot.
with yourself, that means you have 2 different thoughts. So
Yeah.
technically, your
Then I-
argumentative side is your alter ego.
Okay, I get what you mean.
But anyways,
I get what you mean.
Yeah.
And then everybody does.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, then I do, but I just don't have it in specific form that I can tell you.
well, yeah, I guess.
Well,
But
dude,
I do.
I know a trivia website that you would just sit there and like read that can tell you exactly what that means. Like
What?
it will tell you in detail.
What?
But it's I don't know if you
Alter ego.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like it tells you exactly what you are, and like yeah, you know, like the other part, like where you think that you're gonna do something, or like your alter ego, like something like I was telling you something else, in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like some like I don't know, it's exactly like what you don't do, like what you're supposed to do, you don't do it, all that. Like it's everything. Like I don't know, it's weird.
Tell me, this website sounds interesting.
It's what Hannah was talking about.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But you don't know the website?
Wait, so like,
It's like astrological, something with like the rising like planets and like.
See, my website just seems so much easier because I go on there, you answer a couple questions, male or female. Cool. What's your current name?
Same thing.
Who would you have as your sidekick? And it's like, A,
I got
a
Wi-Fi.
person, a guy that you don't know is your father until later on, or it's like B, Samuel L. Jackson, or C, someone else I don't remember. And I chose Samuel L. Jackson because who wouldn't? You know what
I know.
I mean, what is it? He's died in like 17 out of 100 of his movies. I don't know. Like,
He always yells like
have you? Oh man, Pulp Fiction is
yelling
amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Like it's stretched out. Like I threw it
Yeah, I
against
see
the
that.
wall.
He's like amazing. Like
Amazing.
I started from my left hand, touched my right hand, and I just threw it
You just
like
threw
against
it.
the wall, like a good like 5
And
to
it bounced
7
back.
feet, and it hit the wall, broke through it, and just keeps on going. All of a sudden, like I can't even hold the realm of how cool and amazing Batman is. So it's everywhere. Like it's
There's no
everything.
explanation.
There's no.
No.
Have you seen Batman already?
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it.
What?
I know.
You've seen it like 3
What?
times.
Is it amazing? It kind of makes me feel bad to go watch it after that
Why?
tragedy. I don't know.
Who
I
cares?
just feel bad. Like,
Did it happen to you? Did you know anybody?
No.
Life goes on, don't it?
Yeah, you're right.
People die every day.
You know what happened to me? I seen that movie. I seen that movie. When I got out of the theater, I turned on my phone, and I was like, if my little news thing, it pops up with little current news. That's cool. And it said, 12 people dead. This was at 2:59 or something like that. I don't know. And I was like, oh, cool. Shut it off, and I was like, Batman was so cool. Like, oh my god. Like, it didn't even faze me. Like, the movie was so great that I could, honestly, at that moment, I didn't care that people died.
That's crazy.
And not being selfish or anything, because it's just, I just didn't. I just was so overwhelmed with the movie. I was just like, this is such a great movie.
I gotta see it.
It's a tearjerker.
I want to watch it.
For a guy like me, it's a tearjerker.
Well, I can believe it because you said you cried.
I want to go watch it.
It's amazing. I can't wait till it comes out.
Yeah. Until it comes on DVD.
Is that what you meant?
I don't just tell it.
So it comes out.
You don't even know what you meant.
And it's in my home, and I'm just like, oh, I can watch
He's
it
gonna
all
look at it
day.
for like 20 minutes
He's
straight.
probably just gonna stare at the DVD.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's the whole point of why I like photos, because you can stare at it. If you love something that's in a picture, and you can just stare at it, and just be like, yeah. That's how I am with my Jeff Goldblum on my wall. Like, I stare at that, and I'm like, that's Jeff Goldblum. Because when I was young, I would just dream of being Jeff Goldblum. And I'm not even joking. Like, I mean, I'm serious. Like, I watched Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
I worshipped Jurassic Park when I was a kid. I watched it, and Jeff Goldblum was in it.
It's that movie
He's
that you're
what
scared of,
invented
you still
sweat.
watch it.
Yeah.
You'd be like, I want to watch Jurassic Park.
Dude, no,
Jeff Goldblum made people have swag, but he called it swagger. I don't know if he really called it that. That's what I'm assuming he did. Because he had the one,
Sound like a fact.
like the two unbuttoned one, show a little chest hair, walk with his hands hanging out of his pockets. You know, he just tried his stuff. Gangsters stole their walk from him, and he didn't even gangster walk.
And he strut.
And not only did he strut, he did that in a dinosaur movie. Better yet, Steven Spielberg was in it. I mean, you know, it was his movie. Yeah.
So it's just
He's the guy that helped make Reese's Pieces so famous.
he's serious.
E.T.
I don't. Dude, I
Hey,
haven't
my
seen
dad
E.T.
made a
in
pizza
so-
for E.T., that little boy on E.T.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Did you get a picture?
No.
Autograph?
He just said he made pizza for him.
Did he work at Pizza Hut?
No, he
Oh.
worked at a little pizza
Did he
place
work at-
in
You know, I want pizza now. Fuck.
Dude, I had Casey's Pizza the other day. I got some beef.
You know what? I heard it was really good, their
It is.
pizza. Is it good?
It is.
Breakfast.
Their breakfast burrito.
High five
breakfast
myself because
pizza.
it's so good.
Yeah.
Casey's Pizza.
Real weird.
Dude, the breakfast one. The breakfast one's
Oh,
jalapenos.
yeah.
Jalapenos.
Oh, I like, have you ever seen the commercials where like, Casey's, it's all good?
That's
When I walk in Casey's and I see everything's overpriced, but I know it's all good, you know why? Because they assured it to me.
On the commercial.
Yep.
That's serious stuff right there.
Bring yourself up.
Seriously.
Seriously.
But yeah, I love Jeff Goldblum. Loved it.
Seriously.
Clint Eastwood, I just always thought he was funny ever since I seen Casper when I was younger. And then like he goes like puts his hand over the mirror to watch it.
And then it's like,
he's
Tales of the Crypt.
Yeah, and then like he's like, oh, and then he watches again, and he's Clint Eastwood. And that's when I first seen Clint Eastwood when I was a kid. I was like, oh, Clint Eastwood. Like, and then when I was younger, and like when I went to middle school, there was a phase where I watched every single Western movie. I swear to God, so many Westerns. Oh, that's all I watched for like a good, from like 2004 to 2005 and a half. You know, I'm not sure if it's like 06 yet, so I'm gonna say
Clint Eastwood is so many Western.
dude, you can buy his like discography.
And he
It's
doesn't
like over
die in any of them, right?
$100.
He doesn't die in any of them.
I don't know. Yeah, he dies in Gran Torino, so that's
Yeah, that's the only movie that he died in. And someone told me that
That was
this
his
was
last
his
one.
way of showing that that was his last
That
movie.
was his
Because he doesn't
career.
die in any of his movies.
that's not his last movie.
But
Was
Gran
it?
Torino, he died.
Yeah, he's not.
I don't know.
He's in another one?
No, he's in another one. I'm sure. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I remember after that he made Invictus with Matt Damon and Morgan Freeman.
Oh, he was in another one after that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because I remember Yeah, I remember
Movie
seeing a preview or something.
About rugby?
He directed it. It's pretty good.
Oh, but he wasn't an actor.
Yeah, but he was in another one.
Well-
I know he's in.
As an
That
actor,
was the
he
point.
died. Yeah, as an actor, he died, and he never dies in any.
He didn't die in any Dirty Harry movie.
Oh yeah, Dirty Harry's just. That's the picture I got on my wall. Is from when he's in Dirty Harry. Has little gun. He's like, can't kill me. And then when I got Ryan Gosling when I seen Drive. Oh, dude, when I seen Drive. The movie Drive has Ryan Gosling,
I don't watch movies.
Bryan
At all.
Cranston or whatever, however you say it, from Breaking Bad. The dad from Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the one that just.
Yeah, he was in it. Has the guy that played Hellboy. He's also in
the
Sons of
pretty
Anarchy.
Yeah.
Big guy with the chin, big head.
What's
Yeah,
his name
yeah.
again? I mean, what movie is this again?
Drive.
Drive.
What's the pretty girl's name?
Oh my god, she's in The Great Gatsby. She's gonna be in it with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Great Gatsby, really?
Yeah, the new one.
They're making a Great Gatsby.
Yeah, it
movie?
was supposed to come out on Christmas, but they delayed it to the summer of 2013.
Oh, I think I seen the preview.
But Leonardo DiCaprio would have had 2 movies come out the same day because he also has a new Quentin Tarantino movie that he's in with Jamie Foxx.
What movie is that?
It's Django Unchained, but it's spelled D Django, like it's the Django or whatever. A normal person would be like Django, but he's like the D silent, so it's just Django Unchained, and he's like a slave or whatever. And Leonardo DiCaprio's the bad guy in it and stuff. It looks awesome. It looks awesome, and it's a Quentin Tarantino movie. I mean,
Yeah.
it's Quentin Tarantino.
I don't know.
I seen Savages, loved it. I was
Oh, that's
See,
my
Savages?
shit.
Dude.
Yes.
2 endings in
Yes,
one movie.
yes,
I haven't seen
yes.
this since Wayne's
So
World.
I messed up one of the endings to someone, and they were like, "Thanks for messing it up," and I'm just like, "You don't even know because that's not really what
Don't-
happens."
don't
Yep.
say
So I
anything.
just didn't say anything.
Don't say
Yeah,
anything.
Two
I know.
endings? I didn't know this.
In the movie,
Yeah.
like you think how it ends, and you're just like, this is a perfect ending for a good movie.
Yeah.
It's like I considered it like my modern day, like Jackie Brown or Pulp Fiction for like, but it's not on the level of coolness as them. But oh my god, it blew me away, and I was just like,
I seen parts of it.
The beginning.
Selma
was
Hayek
you
is such a babe in there.
She is so.
For her 40s, she rocked that movie.
Yeah, she's
Selma Hayek is the shit.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I gotta see this.
Then when she's
I don't
like,
watch any movies.
she's like, you get water and toothpaste and something else, and she's like, no toothbrush. She's like, you can use my finger.
Dick. I don't like.
And I was just like, yes,
That's
yes.
fucking awesome.
Like, oh
And
my
then
God.
that girl that's on there, the main girl,
Yeah.
the one with the blonde
Blake
hair.
Lively.
Oh, she is so gorgeous, Edith.
Yeah, she is.
She is so
She's a player.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
She is a
She's a
player. She's
player.
like in that movie. She's
She
like,
is.
I don't know.
yeah.
Anyways, back to Drive.
Oh yeah.
When I see Drive,
This was like, we completely got off
Yeah.
topic.
when I seen Drive, I was just like, oh my god. I felt like I was playing Vice City. Because it has that Vice City type of feel. And then all the songs in it I knew. And I'm like, this always happens to me. I go to movies or something, I know the songs, and I'm just like, oh. And I watched it, and I was like, I'll buy this movie when it comes out. I bought it, and I watched it, and I was just like, this movie's just as good as when I watched it. And I watched it again, and I was like, this
I think it
is
just had that whole drama.
Drive.
Drive.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I never.
No, this is.
Is this an old movie?
No, it came out January
Yeah, no,
this year. January
January?
31st. I seen it right when I came back from
Holy
Vegas.
shit, Brandon! You know your shit.
Dude, oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
I study.
I see.
Yeah.
I can see.
But it's really cool. I loved it. It was a great movie. Such a great movie.
I can see it.
You got to. You got to. You got to say yes. If you ever get Netflix, it's on there.
I got Wi-Fi.
What?
She's
Oh,
got-
Wi-Fi.
it's, well, maybe later. We'll get, when we get there. Drive is amazing, though. Yeah, and I don't know. So much good stuff, so much good stuff. So much.
Awesome.
So, are you sad you're leaving?
No. I don't know. Kinda in a way.
Are you scared?
Yeah.
You have just that antsy feeling, right?
No, it's not that. It's just I don't know. I'm just like in a circle.
You'll come back.
Yeah, like I just need to
Sioux City has its way of pulling you back.
No, you're crazy. I won't come back out. No, I don't have nothing. No, for what?
You just said you would come back.
No. I'm just I took it different. Like, well, I need to snap out of it. Like,
Back to normal.
Yeah,
Oh,
snap out of it.
that's not what I meant at all.
No, well, that's what I took it. But yeah,
Yeah.
no,
You'll
I
be
won't
back.
come back.
You'll be back.
No, I won't.
Yeah.
May not be like for another 40 years or something.
But you'll be back.
I'm telling you, this place has a way of pulling its people back.
Yeah.
Or pulling people back.
You know what? It really pulls you back if you never left. Because then you never had the chance to pull back.
But you know what it is? I'm not from out here, so like I don't like need to like I don't know.
You're still,
I'm excited.
you're still young.
It's
Yeah.
And
my
I mean,
How
you
old
know
are
it's
you?
just like 22.
You're
But see,
small.
my mentality is different though from when I moved out here than when I'm like now that I'm going back.
What
again.
what made you move
So
out?
like Shelly,
How old were you then?
I just turned 21.
Oh, so you've been here a little
I
over.
turned 21 here.
Are you
year and
almost
a half.
what? Are you what?
A year and a half I was.
So you're almost 23?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, make me feel old.
Yeah.
I know. I'm like getting depressed. It's like I only got like 5 months of my teen years left, and I'm like,
Damn.
I'm gonna be 20. You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, I'm
I know, huh?
23. Like
I
When you
can
turn
look
20?
20. I'm cool with that.
March.
yeah.
when you turn 20?
December.
March.
Next month, guys.
I
You're gonna be
turned
20.
23
When's your
in March.
birthday?
No way.
When's your birthday?
September 20th.
Oh,
No, how-
what an even day.
Right? Just very.
It's good that it's even. Mine's an
Mine's
odd.
March
Odd's bad
20th.
number.
Really?
Well, it depends. If it has like a 3 in it, there's another system. I don't want to go into it. It's about a book I read.
I'm curious
What
about
book
this.
was it?
Stephen King's N.
Oh,
It's in the Just After Sunset series. I do. If I had my iPod, I could show you it
So-
because
so
I have it on
is-
my iPod. And it's like a little short series. And
So what does it mean? Like, what is
oh well, I can't tell you because I don't run the whole thing. But every time I see like odd numbers, I think of that book now.
Oh, okay. I know what you mean.
That's why they made that book.
No, they made the book because it's something that could like. It's like you know how there's like the 7 wonders of the world.
Yeah.
Well, what if there was 8?
Yeah. Yeah. I like things like that.
Dude, I was watching this thing on TV today at work, and they had these big ass 500-ton slabs of rock, and they were perfectly cut. They said it was 12,000 years old, and
Kind of like
that's how long it's been there.
Clean cut.
And they
flat
don't know
top
how it
in the
got
80s.
there.
Yeah, dude,
Who
but
placed it there?
no, they know who placed it there. They don't know anything about them. They don't know shit about them. But yeah, these clean cut everything, 500 tons.
I think that was on
rock.
Hop.
I don't know,
Huh?
but
Yeah, with Bunny.
I don't, what's his name?
Sorry.
Who he married Katy Perry. I can't think of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Russell Brand.
yeah.
there you
I
go.
can't stand that guy.
You know what?
Yeah, neither can I.
He's kind of like, he just came out of nowhere.
Not really. He was a comedian
Really?
from British.
Yeah,
I
thick
don't know.
accent.
Anyways, yeah, clean cut.
But all right, they don't. It's just on top of a mountain, and down on the mountain from over somewhere else. There's these shapes out of the rock, and they don't know how it got from the bottom of the mountain to the top of the mountain, and they're perfectly shaped. Everything's perfectly shaped.
That's on Hop.
I don't know.
Like
It's
the,
like cartoon.
And-
oh yeah, it's
and
for Mia.
they don't know like how they got up there, and there's no trees around, so they couldn't roll it up there. They're
Yeah.
thinking extraterrestrial shit and all this, everything. They went all into it, just
Some people watch too much Alien vs Predators.
shit. No, it was interesting.
Every
dude.
time I see, every time I hear Alien vs Predators or
12,000 years
something,
ago.
Yeah.
even though I rarely hear it now
That's a
because
long
not many
time.
people even talk about
They
it,
don't have
I think of like
technology
Mexicans
today.
versus pedophiles. Aliens versus predators. But if you're a
Mexican
Mexican
versus
pedophile, you
pedophile.
just can't even fight.
No, not at all.
You're like in the middle, you're like the V and the S, and you're just dead. You're what everybody fights over.
You're fucked.
Yeah, like you're an alien and a pedophile. Get to the middle.
You're
Like
going
they're
first.
there, like everybody's poking them with sticks on both sides. Like get to the middle. No, not me. Not me. No, you. Oh, Gustavo, you discouraged us.
You just
No, you're not the wrong guy. I'm Martinez. Or Sanchez, Martinez, they all ended the same thing, says the white guy on the pedophile side. And then the other Mexican, what?
With his head up.
And then they'll be like, okay, let's do this. And they'll be like, what? Like, what? Because they think you're saying what, but when he's just saying, like, okay, you know. Okay. And then you got the flamer pedophile that's like, hey, y'all, let's just...
Okay, bend him over before you kill him.
Okay, if we're gonna fight, I better design our warfare costume. That would be pretty funny. Or it almost reminds me of when Tracy Morgan plays the gay guy in The Longest Yard.
Oh yeah.
The cheerleaders.
Yes.
And he's like, go locker room, girls. And then that one guy gets caught on camera making out with it.
And
He's
they
like, that's
play it.
that's the camera fix.
Yeah. They added that shit in. They edited it. And he's sitting there trying to laugh it off.
Yeah. Dude, I like the part when they're on the field.
Yeah.
And then they're lined up. And then they just spell dick with each other.
Yeah.
That is so good.
Oh my god, yeah.
And he does the cartwheel.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then the way they do it, they make the K, they put his ass against the other dude's fucking where's Dick's at, and then they make the K, that shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, that's funny.
I want to watch the Longest Yard now.
So how do you feel about the Illuminati?
The what?
That conspiracy, the Illuminati.
I'm not a conspiracy guy.
So you don't believe in the Illuminati?
I do.
What is it?
The New World Order.
Oh, that crap, and then they have the secret tunnels and all
Oh,
that.
I don't know about that, but yeah.
Oh.
They could.
Yeah, they could.
There's this stupid video on it about a couple years ago or whatever, and the Denver airport that they have signs of, like they have the artwork and everything, and that their central headquarters is underneath the la-da-da-da-da.
Well, I don't believe into it, but I believe there's a world under
You know what I believe
what
in?
they put in the...
I believe you best get ready for 2012, because if anyone's going to die, it's going to be a zombie apocalypse, and it's going to be just like Resident Evil told us. There will be a T-virus, and I will be
Yeah,
ready
there's
for it.
something like it's something to be.
I
Like,
need to get a gun.
You can get a gun.
Hey, they got rid of the Second Amendment. They're trying to get rid of it. So no.
Right to bear arms?
Yep. Because of the shooting in Colorado.
Oh, no, nobody cares about it.
No, that can't happen. They can't do that.
No.
They
Are you
can't.
sure? Because I heard
that.
they're trying to get rid of it. I've been watching it on CNN.
They can't do it.
Hold on, there's a problem.
They
There's a problem.
can't.
CNN.
You're watching, don't watch no CNN, HLN, or Fox News. Because they're all wrong.
Really?
They don't give you news, they give you opinions.
Motherfuckers.
If you want to watch news, you just,
Get on the
you
internet.
better not read the news.
yeah, might as well not.
I mean, because it's all
Because
like,
news is...
some is Republican, some is Democrat, some says we're the people's news. Nah, it's just, no.
And then when they get rid of the Second Amendment, just remember.
Nancy Grace does not give you news, she gives you opinions. Like,
Yeah.
everybody thought Casey Anthony was guilty? No way! I said she was innocent from the start, didn't I?
Is she really?
Yeah, she was innocent.
Yeah.
She was not guilty.
Yeah.
And people compare her to O.J. Simpson? No.
But I mean,
He's
there
black.
was evidence, wasn't there, in her trunk of her car? They found like blood in the trunk of her car.
They can say that. They can say anything you want, but nobody really knows what happened in the trial.
Exactly.
I don't know. I didn't go to trial, so I didn't...
Yeah.
You can say whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. It's just at the end of the day, it's whatever the jury believes.
Yep.
And you know what? I said not guilty from the start.
It was just so public that...
Yeah. If
I
they
don't
brought back
like the
Celebrity Deathmatch, you know, the
That's
claymation.
awesome.
That is
Yeah.
awesome.
Casey Anthony,
Hell yeah.
Nancy Grace, let's do this. I remember when they made the PS1 video game for that. You could be like Marilyn Manson.
Oh, I had
Yeah,
that.
I love Marilyn
totally
Really?
had that.
Awesome.
I didn't have it.
And you're like, I don't know, he always went like this. Like, he was just a kid.
Didn't they bring that back for a while?
I
They
don't
did,
know.
but they took it off.
Dude, yeah,
And
I remember
it was on
MTV.
I think it started being.
No.
It used to be on regular cable, but then they moved it to like MTV2 or something like that.
Yeah.
No.
Or to the Mexican
Maybe that's
MTV
right.
that nobody watches, the Trends.
Trends.
Really?
There's
There's a Trace?
Yeah, it's dumb. It's just nothing but like they even play normal stuff. It's dumb. I don't know. I don't like it.
I've never seen it. So.
Mexicans don't deserve their own TV channels.
Really?
I can say that. Yeah.
Why?
I'm half. I can say that.
But why?
Dude, but they
It's just
You
nobody
should be
watches it.
happy.
Nobody
We're at
watches
least doing something. Like at least we have.
Okay,
like,
honestly, if you go home, most likely you're not going to sit there and watch the Mexican
Oh
channels.
well, yeah,
all day.
true that. But there are Mexican people that would watch it.
If you want to watch Mexican stuff, go on the internet.
Yeah, but then there's Mexicans that can't afford the internet.
But they can afford $100 on cable
I guess.
when you can pay like $20 on the internet. Like, I'd rather pay the $20, but
Whatever.
that's just me.
fucking random.
just random.
I've been, dude, fucking at Mikey's house, dude, they have the Asian channel. The Asian
The
station.
Asian station.
Asian stations?
Dude,
Now you know nobody
dude,
watches that.
I've seen that shit,
Hold up.
and everything is like, in, like written in their language up above. It's weird. And then on the bottom, like above, there's just
Yeah.
weird fucking lettering, and then at the bottom, there's all the
What is it, like,
subtitles.
script?
That's why I told you I don't trust them. I don't trust
them.
I
jazz.
don't trust them.
Trust them.
Jabs. You was talking earlier. You don't trust jabs.
Why don't you trust them? What
So-
are your reasons?
I don't need a reason.
Something about the war.
You said that. You're putting words in my ears right now.
Just
You're
don't
right.
trust them.
Pro-choice. It's pro-choice. I throw the PC card. Hashtag PC.
The PC card.
Pro-choice card. Oh. Hashtag pro-choice.
Hashtag. Has to be hashtag.
I'm gonna-
You know, right there.
Write that one down. Yep.
Hey, Edith, are you on Twitter?
No.
Why not?
Visual Twitter.
I was on Netflix.
No, I mean, do you have a Twitter?
Oh yeah, I have a Twitter.
I ask you why not. Why weren't you on Twitter? I have Netflix. No, I'm on Netflix.
I was like, I'm on Netflix. I didn't hear you.
You're on Twitter?
I was like, yeah.
What's your Twitter name? Write it down. Hold up.
I don't know.
I don't even know your name. Something. It's gonna be on the back page. I want you to write it down. We can follow each other.
Oh,
Write each
I
other.
need bird friends.
Oh my god. We can flap wings and touch. I'll call you Blue. Are you on Twitter?
No, I don't
Why?
know how to use it.
It's easy. You know what it is?
Do you have a smartphone?
There's like, you got 140 characters.
Dude. It's
Okay, imagine
better
this
than
box that I'm making. It's
Okay.
140 characters, which are letters and words and pounds and symbols and acronyms and accents and over E's. You know, the Mexican things and everything.
Yeah.
The squiggle over the A.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah, and the squiggle over the N. And anyways, it's just like they robbed signs from math or something, you know?
Just to put it in
Put 'em
there.
in there.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Then you can just write whatever you want, then you just click tweet.
And then,
That's it. You're done. And anything you ever want to see, you can see.
really?
Yep.
Yeah. And it's just what
It's
you
cool.
want to see.
Yep.
Or there's that nonsense if you follow some people, there's some stuff you don't want to see. But that defeats the purpose anyways. You should get it.
Yeah, you get to follow whoever you want. And
He's
see
on it.
what you want.
I'm on it. I don't even. Let's see.
You know, on Facebook, you see everybody,
Yeah.
and you're just like, bullshit.
What?
Fuck that.
Brad, is that Shag 2 disc? Double G's.
I was like, I'm like Yo Daddy 420.
It's
Yo
Yo
Daddy.
Daddy 420.
Yeah.
That's your Twitter. What is it? Mine's be Candid 458.
You should check it out. It's
Yo with
ever
2
since-
O's.
you won't get into it. I didn't get into it until I got my smartphone.
Yeah.
And dude,
I got him into it because
It's
I was
badass.
tweeting the whole Casey Anthony trial.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
dude, he said some fucked up shit.
I did not. I don't even remember
Like
what I
what?
said. What is it?
Everything
was
about
the
Casey
most-
Anthony, he was so for Casey Anthony, dude. Like,
Yeah.
cause you know how they put on the pub. Everything. She was the most hated person. This guy loved her. Loved, like,
Anyways,
I don't even.
for example, here's some of the stuff I tweeted earlier today. I put David Bowie started the fire because I thought of the Office episode when they're like, "There's a fire," and they're like, "Ryan started the fire."
Yeah, I see
You know.
that episode.
And then I I smell homosexuals. I shall attend a cult gathering. Greeks are Jews without money. Let me see. Oh, I saw this on a movie, and so I had to tweet it because it was funny. This guy's talking to his ex-girlfriend, and she's all like, hey, I'm getting married. And he's like, oh yeah, well why don't you tell your boyfriend to smell my balls when he's down there? I thought. And then I tweeted, hit the girl the defective tit.
What the fuck?
I was like, Obama is the black Hitler. Women screaming and throwing poop at each other is funny. Seen that on a movie. It was funny.
I thought you were saying just like...
No, they're making fun of women on reality TV shows.
Yeah.
And so one of them's wearing a dress and she goes like this under her dress. She comes back out. She has a handful of turd and just throws it. And the other girl, she's like, did you just throw your... Ah! Like, it's like...
What the fuck? What were you watching?
It's called God Bless America. This guy finds out he has a tumor. And he wants to go around and kill people that he thinks that deserve to die. And so he's watching one of those girls like on Sweet 16 or whatever, like a wannabe Sweet 16. And so she's complaining because she got like a BMW or a Rolls Royce or something, I don't know.
Ugh.
And she wanted Escalade. Oh no, she couldn't get her Escalade. So dad's all like, oh, I made a mistake, I'm sorry, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And he sees it, he's just fed up with it. He's like, whatever. So he just goes and he finds out where she lives, like at the school she goes to. Handcuffs her to her steering wheel, gets ready, he shoves a rag in the thing, and he's like, shut up, and closes the door, like in the gas tank, lights it on fire, smokes a cigarette, walks away, looks back. The rag flies out of the gas tank, and he tries to pick it up, and it starts on fire. He's like, oh, and then like a whole bunch of her friends are like, hey, what are you doing? What's going on? You know, it's a
Yeah.
And she's like, help, and he's like, forget it. Like, just shoots her right in the head. And I'm just like, And then there's this other girl that's standing in the woods. She's like, oh my God, you killed her. That's awesome. And then like, she's his sidekick for the whole thing, and they go around and kill people and stuff. It's an amazing movie. I wanted to see it, and it just came out.
What is it again?
It's called God Bless America.
God bless America.
And because
It's supposed to be a comedy?
Kind of like,
I think it's on Netflix.
yeah, it is. It just came out last week, and I've been waiting for that movie since like January. I don't know. I follow stuff like that, so I've heard about it. I first seen a preview, and I was like, oh my God, I gotta see this movie. I gotta see it because I thought it would be funny. But
I just gotta stand up.
oh, it's cool. But like in the beginning, he's having a dream when he's first coming to terms because he loses his job and everything. Like one girl had a bad day at work. He buys her flowers, sends it to her home, you know, and he got fired for it because she thought he was harassing her and everything. And he's like, okay, you know, he was just being a nice guy.
Yeah.
And he got fired for it, so he got mad. But then he goes on a rant about random things.
Awesome story.
And then, what is it? He's dreaming, and you don't know he's dreaming. His neighbor's really loud. They're like druggies, and they have a baby that always cries. So he knocks on the door with a shotgun, and they're like, oh, I don't want no problems. He's like, too late. And he shoots the guy, and the girl's like, I have a baby. And then he gets ready to pump his gun. She throws the baby up. He shoots the baby. Blood goes everywhere. And then he shoots the girl, and then like she's just screaming, and then like he's just like laughing. I'm just like, this is awesome. Like, I mean, it's just so messed up that like, because it's like she used the baby to defend herself.
Yeah.
She tosses the baby up. What's he do? He shoots it like it's a clay pigeon. You know, like
What the fuck?
it's a great movie. Anyways, what's your story?
I saw this post on Facebook. I was getting off a turnpike because I had to work there. But anyway, I was getting off and I was reading this story. It was like one of those really long stories. And I don't know if y'all have seen it, but it's about this guy. He gets on the plane, and he's an African American, gets on the plane, sits down, and this lady notices that she has to sit by him. So she makes a big deal out of it, like, I can't sit by him, no, he's unfit, I can't sit by him, like making a big deal out of it. So she calls one of the flight attendants over. They come over and they're like, you know, we can't really do anything. We checked up in first class, there's no seats, like, you're gonna have to sit here. And she made a big deal about it. So the flight attendant was like, okay, I'm gonna go talk to the captain, we'll see what's gonna happen. So she goes and she talks to the head honcho of the guy, you know what I mean? And the lady comes back and she's like, you know, you don't have to sit here. You can grab your belongings from the top. You don't have to sit by an unpleasant passenger. We actually do have a spot for you in first class, so just get your stuff and let's go. And the lady thinks, oh, you know, hell yeah, I'm gonna get my stuff, go to first class. She was talking to the black guy next to her. And everybody like got up and started clapping, and there's like pictures and everything. So the guy gets up, gets his stuff, and goes to first class. That lady gets stuck in wherever she was at.
That's fucking awesome.
That's funny.
I loved it. I loved it so much.
That's a cool story.
It gave me chills. I was like,
For a second, I thought you were talking, like, you reminded me of, like, like, you guys know who Kevin Smith is? You see Jay and Silent Bob?
Yeah.
yes.
You know Silent Bob?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Kevin Smith. He's the
Okay.
guy that created it and everything. Well, he's a fat guy. He's like 300 some odd pounds, whatever. Well, he's on Southwest Airlines and he flew. And when he goes, he always buys like 2 seats because he's a big guy and he doesn't want anybody sitting next to him. And so he goes or whatever, and they're like, no, you can't. You're too big for the plane or whatever. After he sits down, he's like, but I fly this all the time and whatnot. And they're like, no. And they're like, you would have to buy another seat. And he's like, fine, I'll buy another seat, whatever. And then they just wouldn't work with him or whatever. And so they make him get off the plane. And so he gets off the plane and he's like, they're like, yeah, you can't, whatever. And they're arguing
How
with him.
degrading.
And then he was just like, oh, whatever, you know. So he goes and sits down and he starts tweeting about it. And he's like, oh, these idiots in Southwest and la da 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 da. And then he's like, but he said, pretty soon you'll be coming to me and begging me for mercy. He's like, because you don't know who I am. And he, you know, he's pretty much saying, I'm famous, I can do what I want, you know. And so he does it. And then like less than 20 minutes, that guy's like, sir, could you? He comes up to him. He's like, sir, could you stop saying horrible tweets about us? And he's
What
like,
the fuck?
He's like, what? Like, you know? And he's like, it must have been a slow news day because he's like, that was all you ever heard on the news. He's like, I was on CNN, you know? I was on newspapers. He's like, they called me the fat guy and blah, 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 blah. And he's like, I know I'm fat. He's like, I flaunt that I'm fat. He's like, I just wish people wouldn't call me fat. Like, you know?
Yeah.
Well, don't flaunt it if you
and-
want to be called
Well,
that.
it's just like you know, like,
I mean, yeah, I get you.
if you could joke about yourself, but when everyone in the country starts calling you fat,
Yeah.
it's gonna get to you, you know. But
Yeah.
he gets over it anyways. So they give him a seat, and he sits up in the front or whatever. And then they go to they tell this other bigger lady to go sit on the other side. Like there's a row here and a row here, you know. Go sit on the other side. So she goes to sit on the other side. She's a bigger lady too. And then he just looks around. He's like, did they tell you to sit here? She's like, yeah. And she was upset. She's like, I always usually sit in the back. Well, then they ask her to come off the plane. And they go off the plane. They yell and scream at her, and he can hear it or whatever. And then she comes back and sits down. She's crying. He's like, what's wrong? And she's like, they told me I would have to buy another ticket because I'm too big for the plane. And the guy that originally talked to him said, you see, we don't only do this to you. And he's like, so they found another person. He's like, somebody had to approve this where they found another person, put her in front of me, and just embarrassed her in front of everybody on the plane.
Just to make a point.
Yeah, and she's like, I usually sit in the back of the plane because she's like, I know I'm big, and I don't want people to be bothered by me, you know?
Yeah.
She's like, but I did what I was told. And, he went on a rant and everything, and like, this was a few years ago.
Damn.
Long time, but,
Yeah.
and I was just like, what? Like, seriously, you can't.
Why would you even make a big deal about it?
And then he came up with this idea. He's like, he was saying like they should make like an airline for just fat people, and he would have his own plane called the Kevin Smith. And so they'd be like, "What'd you fly over here?" "Oh, I flew the Kevin Smith." And he's like, "Where it's just a luxury plane for fat people, and like skinny people can't get on." You know, like he's like,
You gotta be like,
"Yeah, like you gotta be fat to get on here."
Big
Like,
you gotta get fed just to get on that shit.
Yeah.
Anyways,
That's funny.
get Twitter.
Okay.
For
Follow
real.
me. I'll follow you.
I work, but whatever.
Be Gannon458. Get rid of the
I
R
follow
and the G.
Dude, it's a picture
follow, tweet.
I'll find them on file.
Yeah,
it's a picture of me and him.
Yep.
I'll find
YouTube. You go on YouTube. I'm sure you do. Be
Yeah.
Gannon458.
Look up our shit's on there too.
Yeah, I got tons of stuff. Oh, I got a whole bunch of concert videos. Awesome.
I saw your video with you guys
I know
drinking milk.
Houston, but you.
Oh, the milk challenge.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Team
Yeah.
Brandon, right here. I don't know if anybody's ever noticed this. I'm the only one that ever noticed it. But prevail is spelled wrong.
Prevail.
Prevail.
Team Brandon prevails.
Yeah.
It
Oh, I
says
see it.
it's spelled wrong.
Really? What does it say?
I don't remember how it's spelled, but I know it's spelled wrong.
Yeah.
Because I didn't notice it until after we edited it and posted it up.
Posted it up.
And I was just like, I had one person that said it to me. Nobody else noticed. And I've watched that 100 times and it gets me every time. I'm like, yep. And I'm never going to fix it. Who cares? Fuck it.
Nobody will ever notice. I don't think
If they listen,
Who's that one person that
if you want to listen to more of Brandon's Rooms, I have other episodes.
Brandon.
Brandon's Room is what
Oh,
you're
you didn't explain.
Oh, Brandon's Room is usually where I just randomly pull out the stuff and I talk to you.
Oh, okay.
And just record our conversation.
Yeah.
So, I didn't even say who was on today's Brandon's Room.
Oh,
Save the best for the end. Edith, Tia, Brad, Brandon.
what up?
Everybody say hi and say your name and a fact. Starting with Edith.
Oh, fuck. I'm Edith.
Can we
And
popcorn?
I love cooking.
Cooking? You're Edith and you love cooking.
Yep.
Is that a fact?
That's
Okay.
that one.
Okay. Your turn. You.
I'm Tia, and gosh, what's a good fact?
Jesus.
Everything got zero.
polish.
I'm painting my nails right now.
Oh, good one.
That's
Brad.
a fact.
Oh, I'm sorry. You.
Sup, I'm Brad, and Edith just gave me a shitload of cottonelle to wipe my ass with.
For his new apartment.
Yep.
Whoop, whoop.
I'm Brandon. I'm not going to state a fact. I'm going to do today's trivia question. You ready? Are you guys ready for today's trivia question?
I'm ready.
Okay, what do you guys think today's trivia question is going to be about?
Is that the question?
No,
Oh.
it's just what do you think? What do you think?
Cotton balls.
What do you think?
Balls?
I think about something that we talked about today.
I don't know. I've had this prepared for a while now.
Nail polish.
Oh, okay. So today's trivia question is: in the game of Clue, you're solving a murder, right? Because
Right.
somebody
We
died,
didn't talk about this.
right?
Right.
But when you're solving the murder, whose murder are you trying to solve? What is the name of the guy that got murdered in the game of Clue?
Damn, that's a good question.
Yeah, that is a good question.
Only like someone like me would know this.
I know.
remember playing.
I remember playing Clue.
Brandon, I only played Clue with you.
Yeah.
That's the only time.
I'm
You're the one that
lucky.
showed me what Clue was.
Yeah.
Can I say who killed him?
No, it's another person. No, well, whose murder are you trying to solve?
Is it the butler?
No, there's a name.
No, there's
I want
a
a name.
name, yeah.
I want a first and last
John
name.
Schmidt. I just made that up.
First and last name.
Is the last name Smith?
Yeah.
I can't tell you. Everybody. I want to see.
Yeah.
I want to hear everybody's
Smith?
answer.
I would say Smith.
You
because
each have to have a different answer. You can't all have the same answer.
William Smith.
William Smith is what you're going with, Brad?
No,
Okay.
I just.
Because you could have just shortened it up and said Will Smith or something.
No. Like after I said it, I thought about it and I was like, I
You
just
can't
said
be
Will
blind.
Smith.
He could.
Anyways, come on.
Okay, hold on. Let me think, dude. There you go. That's better.
I know.
Speed round. Come on.
I'm going with John Schmidt.
John Schmidt.
Yeah.
Tia's going to John Schmidt.
I beat that up.
Don't even say William Shatner.
No.
He's the press line negotiator.
Thomas Smith. I don't know.
Thomas Smith.
Yeah.
Edith going with Thomas Smith. Brad.
Just take a pic.
Bob Saget.
No, you can't choose celebrities.
Damn it! I want to say Will Smith, and you're gonna take that.
I already know the answer.
Well, that didn't.
I can't ask the trivia question if I don't know the answer. I have to know the answer in order to ask it.
You just completely changed what I was. Never mind.
That's what he was hinting towards, right? It seemed
Yeah.
like it.
No, I don't think.
Not even.
I don't.
I think he
Anyways,
was
just
trying to
answer
come up with a
question.
name.
Travis Baker.
Travis.
I thought he can't be famous.
That's he's famous.
Is he not?
You're thinking of Travis Barker.
Oh.
I was like,
No,
wait,
you're
where's
all
Travis?
wrong.
What's his name?
John Body. I had it written down.
Really? John Body.
Who was closer?
Look,
None of us.
look. It's in my notebook.
John.
I think it's a John Schmidt.
Clue. John
You think
Body.
you said John?
I think it's a John
Did she say
I
John
said Thomas
Smith?
She said John Smith.
Schmidt.
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 Thomas.
And you said Travis Baker.
Not Barker.
Yep.
No, it's John Body.
John Body. Because nobody knew.
I'm gonna always remember that.
John Body.
John
I'm
Body.
always gonna remember that.
I'm gonna ask you guys. I'm like, I'll probably just
John
tweet at you.
Body.
Google it or something, you cheater.
No, I promise. I was like, you're never gonna Google that shit.
Oh,
No,
shit,
I
this is like a
promise. If
fun
you were to tweet me that, I would probably think about it. That whatever I'm doing, I'm like, fucking Brandon.
You will next time you guys play
But
Clue.
I won't tweet you. I really like. I won't Google it or nothing. I'll be like, I was like, and then it's like a couple hours later. But then you can think about like, okay, she did think about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You know
I'm
what
gonna remember that. I'm
Yeah.
always gonna be like,
I'm gonna
Yeah,
tweet
like,
back.
yeah.
I'm gonna tweet back. Liar. Like, and then you'll just know what I'm saying. Or if I don't tweet back, you know why.
yeah.
And if you say John Body, and I'm gonna ask you to prove it, I want you to
I would say Colonel Mustard
in the lounge.
in the lounge with the candlestick.
Okay.
Picture of it.
But when I play Clue, I read it off in a very specific way. Ask Brad.
It's more legit.
It's like, say if you think it's Colonel Mustard in the hall with the stick, candlestick, I'll say hall, mustard, stick, hall, mustard. You know, I'll say all kinds of stuff like that.
Yeah.
My favorite one, you know what I'm going for, right?
I don't know, dude.
Mustard
Like,
on your
so many
stick, I don't
times.
Oh,
I don't know. What do you?
Okay, like, it doesn't matter what room, like, you can go the dining room, and it'll be Miss Peacock with the candlestick, so it'll go stick, cock, dining room, cock, stick, you know,
Cock stick thing.
yeah, cock, stick, the dining room. I get serious, I'm like, and I'll keep repeating it until somebody
And
shows me a card.
And then you know how Brandon has like that voice for like announcing.
The cock.
so it's more legit.
So you think it was Miss Cock with the stick in the dining room? You're wrong. I have one of those cards.
We had to play Clue sometime.
Yeah, you know, I should have grabbed it.
I like taboo.
You should have.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
would be fun. Go get it.
Go get it.
Yeah, I can't right now. Did you guys enjoy Brandon's room?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Would you guys
I
do
was
it again?
scared.
Good
Would you-
conversation.
I was scared.
I was scared.
It's not that bad,
Well,
right?
it's just like I don't.
scared.
Will you listen to my other episodes?
Yeah,
I have a few other episodes on YouTube.
Yeah, I'll check it
B
out.
Gandon 458. Just
Hey,
type
we
in
gotta
Brandon's
get my
room.
brother in one.
Yeah, I've been wanting to.
F you,
Awesome.
man. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what is it? When I meet up with Julia, I'm gonna try to do one in the morning when she's packing. She doesn't know.
Oh.
Nobody ever knows when I'm gonna
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah. Dude, I didn't know this until he put that on the table and I thought about it. And I was like, wait, why would Brandon have a bag? And I thought about it, I was like,
Wait.
boom, just light bulb.
Wait. My bat bag.
Yeah.
My bat bag, okay?